not your standard rules. There will not be a title. There will not be a prize at the top for which you will need to get on a ladder. And I know he's about to interrupt me. Yeah, of course he is.
And his opponent from Jonesboro, Arkansas, the Arkansas Roughneck, Shotgun, Tony Gunn!
Now, like I was...
Tony Gunn not waiting for you to get going, not waiting for the bell to ring. Going after Adam Revolver in this first matchup to determine who has it, to see who will have the advantage going into that tables, ladders, and chairs match that you were explaining.
Right. Now, like I was trying to explain before I was so rudely interrupted by
get to it.
former
He's not gonna wait
OVW
for you.
heavyweight champion Tony Gunn. The tables, ladders, and chairs match that we'll be having next week at the big one, not a traditional rules tables, ladders, and chairs match. Two men will start the match intermittently. Afterwards, a man from the opposing team will enter until all 10 men have entered, and that is when the match will officially start.
Cannot end the match before all 10 get into it. And that is tables, ladders, and chairs. That is at the big one on August 10th. And guys, they have oceans of bad blood and mountains of animosity, and that's all gonna come to a head next Thursday, August 10th at the big one. Tickets are on sale at OVWrestling.com.
You're absolutely right. But tonight we will be having 5 matches between 5 OVW members and 5 members of...
Gunn taking out the pale trash.
How dare you insinuate that Adam Revolver is anything less
You know what you call that?
than stellar?
A garbage pail. Because he's garbage and pale. Hold on, Tony Gunn in control of this match.
You
Look
should
at
be
Revolver.
ashamed of yourself.
Adam Revolver should be ashamed of himself cowarding out of the ring like that.
So 5 matches tonight between members of the OVW roster and members of the faction. Whoever has the advantage right in front of us here.
Well, if the contest is a red chest contest, Adam Revolver definitely has the advantage right now. Tony Gunn absolutely on fire since coming through that curtain and just meleeing Adam Revolver.
If it were a hairless chest contest, you might have a running at it.
I'm aerodynamic, Steve. I don't regret that. Hold on, Tony Gunn up and over. Gunn using his own momentum, goes for a clothesline. Adam Revolver slipped under. There's a sleeper hold, that deadly sleeper hold.
Just like the snake that he is, able to slither his way into that. Nearly had Tony.
Revolver is classically trained and knows that sleeper hold so incredibly well. Locks it in like an anaconda. But Revolver pushing Gunn outside and now getting the advantage on Gunn. Steve, I might not like Revolver, but he is certainly no pushover.
You're damn right. He's a 2-time Triple Crown champion. One of the smartest men in all of professional wrestling, but by God, I don't think Tony is too impressed with how smart he is right here.
I don't think Adam Revolver's thinking too smart right now, continuing to take these blows on Tony Gunn when they only fire up the Arkansas Roughneck coming out with chops of his own. Paintbrushing the chest of Adam Revolver, making a masterpiece, Steve.
I'm uncomfortable with how close that they've been wrestling towards us this entire match, it seems.
Tony Gunn goes for that flying knee, but Revolver had it scouted again. Goes back to that sleeper.
So smart, just like the snake that he is. Oh, and then a knee to the ribs on top of it.
And Steve, Revolver has won championship after championship with that sleeper hold. And right now trying to take out Tony Gunn, the man that rallied Team OVW last week, started putting the troops together.
And you're going to think that he's going to have the biggest bullseye on his back tonight by the faction.
Well, absolutely, Steve. I mean, Tony Gunn, he put his head out there in front of this team. If you chop off the head of a snake, the body dies. Tony Gunn, important, pivotal to Team OVW, and the faction keenly aware of that fact. Look at Adam Revolver, that deadly sleeper hold again. Championships won with that. His classic training has taught him how to get that in deeper than almost anyone else.
Tony, you can see he's struggling, doing what he can to try to get to the rope. The OVW faithful behind him, but I don't know if it's going to work.
Gunn trying to pull something together here, trying to pull something out of the tank. But Revolver's cut off so much of that blood supply to the brain, restricting the oxygen, Steven. That's going to make it hard for you to function completely.
And he's barely got an operating brain as it stands, so he's in real big trouble.
Real big like your forehead, okay. Adam Revolver got Tony Gunn down to the mat now. Gunn unreactive. Hold on.
Why are you getting so upset about me making fun of Tony Gunn?
The referee has started
Where's
to count.
your
Look at the
personal
heart.
investment?
Look at the determination of Tony Gunn to get to his feet to fight for OVW. Backing Revolver down the corner now, trying to get some distance. Trying to get out of that sleeper hold, Steven. It's like a vice grip around the neck. Gunn, but every time he backs Revolver down in the corner, he's just exerting more and more energy. And how much can be left in the tank? Boom! Back suplex, Tony Gunn finding a way. Kill shot! Where the hell did that come from?
Right in the middle of the ring.
Give the first win to Team OVW.
Here is your winner, Shotgun Tony Gunn.
Things are not looking good for the faction. Bad start for the night.
Steve, we are on a runaway train going towards the faction and versus Team OVW at the big one. And right now, one advantage to Team OVW.